And we're live. All right. Hello all. This is day 60 of studying compilers every day until I land a compiler role. Yeah, it's a good time. It's been almost 2 months now, I think. I forgot to re-add leetcode to this. Yeah. So we're gonna do the leetcode, and then the target end state for today is to, I guess, get HR fixed up. And then from there, I think we can I think from there it should be a lot easier to, I guess, debug the rest of the slush. So yeah, let's start with the leetcode. Hopefully it's not too annoying. I feel like it's gonna be hard. It's a hard, okay, great. All right. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, what is happening? Two numbers, m and k, and an integer array nums. The sequence is magical if it's size m and it is k set bits. Okay. This is very annoying. Sum of the array products. Modulo. Okay. Okay. This is scary. Okay. How do I even go about this? Okay, so there are 6 hints, which is already a little bit intimidating. Okay, we already knew that much. Doesn't really help us. Okay. What's good, Linux Lizard? Good to see you today. This problem is quite annoying. I don't really want to do this problem right now, to be honest. But I mean, that's kind of always how it is. Sum of the array products for all valid magical sequences. Restarted my launcher app 3 times. I see. Yeah, it happens. What can I say? This problem is so annoying. Okay. Okay, so this is 3D DP. So, youch. How are we expected to do this type of problem in an interview, honestly? This problem just seems very poorly thought out at a glance. Yeah, I mean, the point is, like, I guess I'm only doing the dailies because, like, it's kind of fun. But honestly, I might skip this one for now, to be honest. I might just do this later. I don't feel like taking up stream time to do it, at least. I'll just add a reminder to myself. Okay. So yeah. Yeah, we're just gonna skip that for now because I don't particularly want to do that problem. Yeah. So the goal for today is we have, last time we cleaned up the AST and the parser. So now we're trying to clean up the, I guess, desugared AST and then connect everything up with that. So yeah, this is going to be infinitely more enjoyable than LeetCode. So yeah. Okay. Let's get log. Okay, we finished toString. So I think we need to update HIR first. Yeah, we need to update HIR, and then from there we should update AST to HR and then HR to MR. So yeah, I think that shouldn't be that terrible at a glance, at least. My room smells like burnt croissant. Do I have my AC remote's all the way there? Okay, 1 second. Okay. Not melting anymore. This is good. Okay. I don't think we need to change the body proper. I think we just need to mess with the instructions a little. My laptop was screaming after building LLVM in a MinGW toolchain. Yeah, that's tough. Is there a reason you're not using WSL, or is it just like Windows is Windows? Gen 2? I see. Yeah, fair enough then. Okay. Label is fine, declaration is fine. I think this is fine actually. We can keep some of this as is. We just need to like, I guess, blow things up. Just updating? I see. Yeah, fair enough. Honestly, we could keep a lot of this the same. I think we just need to add a, whatchamacallit. We just need to add a unary ops, I think. And then from there, everything is supported currently. Yeah. And then I think call is also just always an assign, I think, because we don't have void types really. Yeah, we don't have void types, so this kind of works out in our favor. I think I might comment this out. Yeah, I think I'm gonna comment this out for now. There's a chance I'll use it again, but I think the chance is particularly low. Yeah, I think we should handle calls differently from the rest of the binary ops / unary ops. It's a little bit funky, at least in comparison. So I think it makes sense to separate it out. So I guess it doesn't hurt to leave this in, huh? We could just not use it, I guess. Okay, so it turns out we don't actually need to change this at all. Or actually no, we need to add unary op. Might just globally enable 32-bit support in system libs. Yeah, I mean, I think that's fair enough. Like, Steam, I think, at least when I was like reading docs for getting Steam on Linux, I think it was just least painful to do that. Yeah, let's add instruction assign unary op, I think. Yeah, let's add that real quick. This is a public instruction. Okay, so we need a constructor. So that, we need unary op, op, and then a unique footer atom. This should just be value, I guess? Yeah. Yeah, we can steal most of this, to be honest, I think. We just need to get op, I think. Yeah, okay, nice. This doesn't need to be a reference, though. Okay, so that's fine, that's fine. We just need to steal these two again. What else do I want to add here? We need op. That's what we need. Okay. So that's that fixed. Now we just need to add this somewhere here. Okay. I might just steal all of the stuff from here first and then modify it as we see fit. Okay. This is missing op. Unary op. Those two, and then op is op. Okay. Here, this is unary op. That again. Okay. That seems pretty reasonable. And then we need to get value. Or get op. Instruction, assign unary op. Yeah, apologies if I'm a little bit quiet today. I'm just quite tired. There's not really much else of an explanation, unfortunately. Is that on screen? Now it's on screen. Okay. Yeah, we just add this line. Okay. So you have that now. I don't think we need to edit anything here. Alright, did we edit the yeah, we edited the visitor. So we do need to add it here, at least. But it shouldn't be that bad. So with that, we have that line is fine, this line is fine. This line doesn't exist anymore. You can just steal this line. Okay. So on variable equals, and then I think it's just op and then the thing, right? Yeah, because we already have the space, so we just want op. We don't even need the space here. We have op, and then value, and then semicolon. Okay. So that came out pretty cleanly, at least. The only other thing we need to fix up is somewhere here, in the header, I think, specifically. But that's not that bad, I think. We just add a line or two. So let's make that a unary-op. And then we need a to-do here, I think. Or we need a couple to-dos, actually. I'll just add a empty one here for now. Okay. Alright, this seems about right for now. Add unary-op to HIR. Okay, neat. Neat. Okay, so now I think we can start this AST to HIR slash a little bit more thoroughly. Yeah, so some of these don't exist anymore, which definitely complicates things. This will also need to, I think, copy the visitor structure of the AST2 string, which is a little bit more involved than it was before this point, at least. Yeah, so we can just steal all of this, at least. And then we can paste over this. What changed? Oh, I see, it's different. Yeah, so let's record a macro. 0, word. AST. Next line. Okay. So we can select all of these and then norm, and then we call the macro. We can do the same here. Okay. Are these in AST? Virtual member functions can be marked override. Oh, yeah, this needs to extend that as well. We want X per visitor. Okay. Alright, so now this is a visitor for the expressions as well. This is still a lot of slush. I wish I could cut some of this down, but oh well. We're gonna, as a matter of fact, we're gonna add more slush to this because we're gonna need to make temporary variables, which I'm not looking forward to. Yeah, so let's give this a try. How do we even clean this up? How do we even begin to clean this up? Okay, well, yeah, let's just get straight into it, I guess. Okay. Yeah, I'm not quite looking forward to this. Maybe I should make some of these like private even. That might be helpful. Okay. I think this is fine, this is fine. We can modify things as we go. I would like to clean most of this up though, but yeah, that's a latter issue. Okay. So declaration is fine, scope is fine. We need to add instruction expert at least. Yeah, we're gonna need to make like a temporary value or something for all of these at least. Yeah. So we want oh boy. What do we even do here? I guess we could just like add a value. A value that just never gets used, but Hmm. Yeah, how do we even do this? I guess we need to like cogent things. I think we could make like an expert temp value of some sort. Yeah, I think that's what we need. We're gonna need to make a variable as well, I think, which is the annoying thing. Is there also a way that we could clean some of this up as well? I think clear result is fine. Create scoped identifier is fine. Create unscoped is fine. I think we would just need to call create unscoped identifier. We have like this make label atom thing, which exists. We also have make label. So I think we should also like, we'd probably need like a I guess like a create temp value or something. Unique putter to atom, I guess. Identifier. Yeah, I guess that would make sense. Because every instance here we make a temporary value. I think it would just have to be a storage value. So we would have to make that, right? Or no, maybe it's like... this sucks. This really sucks. So we're going down from AST to HIR. Yeah, the problem here is we can't really like reuse values, I think. So what do we want from this, right? We can just like wish list program. Actually, we could just like visit the expression, I think, right? Cause yeah, that would just push back onto result at least. Each of the expressions that we explore would push back onto that. And then yeah, so we could do it that way, and then after that point, we could just call it a day, actually. Yeah, that makes complete sense now that I think about it. Yeah, and then we can get back, I guess, to get the last atom. And then that is like the result value that we care about for all the other ones. Okay, perfect. Okay. So we want to get expr. We want to accept this. Yeah, I think that's all we need to do for that one, which is really nice. A C++ update needs to happen where std is split into other namespaces. Maybe, but also I don't really think it matters that much. Like, I feel like if it were more descriptive than that, it would lead... So first of all, it would break a lot of existing code, which is inherently a very big problem. Especially just for something that's just like naming things, I think. And that backward compatibility is like pretty important in general, because that kind of sets like a literal barrier onto I guess, how far, or like how far forward of a C++ version your code base can support. It's like it would be like, I guess, forcing an upgrade to Windows 11 when you rely on like a Windows 10 specific feature. And that is just like bad for various different reasons. But I think on top of that, it would also just like add verbosity to the namespaces, which is a little bit annoying. Like instead of just typing like std vector, you'd type like collections vector, which is like annoying. And I think overall it just like makes more of a mess. And like I get where you're coming from, but yeah, I feel like it would just cause more hassle than it's worth. At least that's my opinion. A variable. Okay, declaration is fine. You can leave that as is. This needs to change. It's just declaration assign. New declare is fine. Variable 2. What is variable 2? Oh, I see. I see what this is. Yeah, so this is just like the declaration, and then this is the... So this is like the actual value, which is annoying. So we want I get value, accept this, and then our arrow. Whoops. What do we call the arrow? What is the arrow operator called? Access operator? I'll just call it arrow, whatever. Yo, I want to start compilers. Where do I start? I mean, I know C++ is language and operating system and stuff. Just really interested, just don't know. Yeah, I think for starters, that's a really good foundation to build off of. The good news is there's like so many different resources that I don't think you could really go wrong with any of them. I think there's two that I point to in my Discord. The first one is crafting interpreters, which I know is not like directly compilers, but it's at least a pretty solid intro to like thinking about things in PL terms, I think. You get to like mess around with parsing, a little bit with code gen. It's kind of just like, that's kind of just like a good place to start, at least. And then the second thing I've referenced is there's this nice GNU reading list, I guess. And it's basically like a bunch of GCC people's reviews on some of the mainstream compiler textbooks. If you had to like, or like if you asked me to like point you to a specific one, I've heard that, I think it was called Modern Compiler Design in ML, by like Andrew Appel or something. I think that's what his name was. That one I've heard pretty good things about. Aside from that, there's some newer ones as well. Yeah, I don't remember them off the top of my head. If you want like an updated list, just like ping me in Discord and I'll get back to you on that. Isn't member access operator just a dot? I'm not sure what the name difference is. Names. What? This one's direct member, this is indirect. So I guess that makes sense. Yeah, of course. Let me know if you have any more questions about, I guess, getting started with compiler theory. Alright, they're both member access, I guess. This is one of them's direct, one of them's indirect. But that seems annoying, so I'm just gonna call it dot and arrow. Like, yeah, we're gonna avoid that mess altogether. Okay. So we want value, we want what does resolve use scope call again? It's here. Okay. Resolve view scope on atom identifier. Okay, it only looks at old table, so. Okay. That's a little bit irritating, at least. Yeah, we're gonna have to do some hacky stuff, I guess. Maybe I should make a helper for this. As if we didn't have enough helpers already here. Yeah, let's make the stud unique footer atom identifier get back, I guess. What do I call it? Yeah, we can just call it that, I guess. Yeah, get back identifier. That will. I need to clean up this mess eventually. Holy fuck. This is quite awful, actually. This is AST2HIR visitor. Okay. So we want map equals oh boy. This should be a declaration assign, I think, right? Or even just an assign, right? We can add like undefined values in or some notion of undefined values, right? Ah, this really sucks. This really sucks. I hate this so much. Okay, we're just gonna make a mess here, I think. That's gonna be the plan. Yeah, we're gonna have to, I guess, make the declaration, and then we're gonna have to make the assign. Yeah. This is so annoying. I really hate this. I really hate having to figure out this stuff because it doesn't exist in the symbol table. Okay, let's... Maybe I just keep a list. Yeah, that might be less annoying. We can just make it stateful. Yeah. Okay, so let's add another field. This is stud vector, or I guess like array? Yeah, let's make an array. This has 2 elements because at most we're gonna be taking 2 params per thing, I think. Yeah, so this will take atom putter. Yeah, atom putter, and then this is size 2. Last expert. Oh wait, no, this doesn't work. Right? No, we can just make this just a stud atom putter, or I guess like st atom putter last expert. My uni is really weird about the subject. Only to electronics students? What the hell? Yeah, that seems strange to me. Like I feel like it's very software based at least. So yeah, that one's a little bit of a head scratcher to me. But the good news is it's something that hopefully, I guess like a lot of the work is kind of open source anyway, so it's not that bad to, I guess, like learn on your own, worst case. Okay, so we want to do that, I think. That might be the cleanest way to go about this. Yeah, and then we can like pull last expert as we need. Okay. Yeah, I guess we don't need to do anything special for that then. But maybe I should make like a copy last expert. If we have this much of a mess, I say we go for it. So we want a unique putter to atom identifier. I think this should also be atom identifier putter. Copy last expert. 90% of his audience don't write compilers. Yeah, I mean, like, yeah. I don't think I would have a lot of viewers if all of y'all wrote compilers, because there's a pretty good chance that y'all would be like doing something that actually benefits the compiler community with your time instead of watching me stream. Or you're like on break or something. I don't know. Not judging whatsoever. And definitely not complaining whatsoever. Okay. Yes, we got this now. Return. Stood make unique of atom identifier. This takes in last expert. Oh wait, no, we don't have a copy constructor. What am I doing? Maybe I should make one, but can get value from that, I guess. Right? Is that all we need? Oh, if it's just one line, I don't think we need a helper for this at all. Yeah, we can nuke that even. Okay. So we want to paste this in here. We can go back to the header. And then we can delete that. Okay. So we can make unique from that, which is really helpful. That saves so much mental energy. Yeah, so we can make the assign with that, and then life is good. I have no idea how a compiler works. This is just cool. Thank you. Yeah, if you have any questions about anything, just like ask them anytime. I might look annoyed, but I promise I'm not. I'm just like really tired permanently. Yeah, that's kind of just my life, I guess. Okay, so we have declaration assign. We can steal a little bit of this code here, actually, which is nice. Just replace that one-to-one. This doesn't exist anymore. This still exists, but we need to do the drop-in thing. What kind of compiler are you building? The goal is to, I guess, compile some subset of C down to x86 64. And previously I've written a compiler that does something similar for a class, which is admittedly how I'm coasting for like a decent portion of this. But that class didn't really focus on the middle end whatsoever. So the main focus of this compiler has been the middle end, at least. And unfortunately, I need to get interesting middle end analyses and optimizations. I need an interesting front end, and I need a performant back end. And right now I have an uninteresting front end, and I have no back end whatsoever. So I'm a little bit in just like extension land, unfortunately. Yeah, we'll have to reconcile that, but we have like a pass manager that runs various different passes. We have like a singular analysis right now. We have a couple of transforms, so it's been a good time. What does down to x64 mean? Like, is that assembly? Yes. Yeah, I mean, we're compiling, I guess, we're compiling down to assembly. Is it assembler or a compiler? It's a compiler. I don't plan on writing an assembler for now. I'm probably just gonna like call the system linker / assembler. I'll probably compile down to like elf. Or x86 elf. x86 64 elf. First try. We don't have instruction call anymore. We don't have instruction call assigned anymore. We can get rid of those. Yeah, we can steal this. I think that's still get value in all of these. This one is cons now. This is con. Yeah, and we can copy this down here as well. Okay. Alright, now we get to deal with the really annoying thing, which is figuring out how we're going to deal with the different expers here. So last time I created a visitor for these. So we have like terminal, which is just like a number or a variable. We have call, which is a function call. We have unary op and we have binary op. And we have some combination of these, and we need to figure out what to even do with them, I guess. This is in C++? Yes. I thought about using Rust for what it's worth, but I felt like the C++ practice would be more helpful for me. And so far, I think my read on that has been correct, because there's a lot more roles that are looking for C++, and there are way less looking for Rust at least. Yeah, I'll get my Rust practice in some other point in some other way, so we'll see how that goes. Why did I close that? I need to keep that up. Okay, yeah. So we need to be able to visit these, which is not fun. T2 that we need to visit expert star e. Sorry, AST expert star e. Let's paste a couple of those. I don't think we need this one, right? Or no, we need that one. Right? Do we? Yeah, that's just empty. Gotta use this employable? Yeah, exactly. Although, I mean, the number of Rust jobs will go up, but I feel like very few of them are entry level is the big problem currently. Yeah, okay, nice. So these are all boilerplated in. Okay, what do we even do here? Terminal expert, I think, is pretty straightforward. I think we can just, like, return an atom, right? Like, yeah, all these should return a copy, I think. Yeah, we shouldn't need to... Yeah, we shouldn't really need to do the make unique here. We can move last expert. Yeah, okay. Oh, that means I have to change last expert. Fuck, okay. Okay, maybe we just keep it like this, actually. Yeah, because we can kind of just drop the ones that we don't care about, I think. No, that doesn't work. No, we need to... this really sucks. Okay. Yeah, I'll give this a second. So we're looking for entry level. I have one more summer before I graduate, so I'm still looking for an internship right now, which is it's a little tough because if it weren't difficult enough to look for entry level, there's like a solid 10 internship positions that are matching what I want. So yeah, it's definitely a little bit difficult to break in, but that's what I'm going for, at least right now. I'm currently, I guess, wrapping up my bachelor's and starting my master's at the same time. I guess from a more concrete progression perspective. Hella cracked? Not quite. I'm getting there. Maybe in a year I can call myself cracked, but for now I'm still learning a lot. I think the other thing I'm missing here. What am I missing here? No, the back is. Oh yeah, this is fine. Yeah, because we will just have a store, so then we will just return the allocate each time, I think. So we don't need to worry about it here. We can just call the stuff we had before for like, what's it called? Where am I? AST to HR. There's something up here, I think, that would have been helpful. Oh yeah, just declaration assigned. I think this boilerplate I think is fine. What's the master's in? It's also in CS. Of course, I'm focusing on compilers because why wouldn't I? Yeah, my research is focused on, I guess, comparing the code quality between various different languages that use LLVM as a middle end, and it's pretty interesting. It's good stuff. Are you looking for embedded roles? It's a combination of embedded and I guess quant, which is a funny combination to be reaching, but I guess like at this point anything C++ will suffice. I think that is the closest I can get to a compiler role without literally having like compiler intern. I can turn the AC off now. Okay, so we want to make a new declare, so we can steal this stuff, I think. We need to make new temporary variables, which is going to cause issues, I fear. What type is variable? Okay, actually this is not bad. This is perfectly fine. Yeah, so we want variable equals temp var, or as like create temp var. I guess, can I prepend variables with underscore? First character discouraged. Reserves identifiers that begin with underscore. Okay. Okay, so then we can double underscore that, I think. Yeah, okay. So we can call this like or where we have like make label. Okay, we take a name, so we can give this like let's call this, I guess, terminal. Yeah, we can do that. We'll make that a thing in a bit. Yeah, this is fine. We can start with that for now. I guess let's make this now, because I kind of want to make it a thing. Okay. I think we can kind of just duplicate code here. I don't think it's worth making a helper function for like 3 lines of code here, especially when we're just using it twice. Yeah, let's call this make temp. Make temp. I'm gonna need to add that to the header, but the nice little error E there will, I guess, keep me from forgetting. Label counts, I think, is that what we want to call it? Maybe we need to rename that one, but I have a nice little way to do that later. Okay, so we have postfix. Yeah, this makes reasonable sense. So we can do that, and then we have that, and then create unscoped identifier. Wait, this is just, yeah. Okay, so we can actually abstract this away a little bit, I think. Create unscope. Yeah, take care, Richard. Thanks for tuning into the stream. C, C++, and JavaScript will always have roles. Yeah, I think they are literally like, they are too big to fail. Funnily enough, I guess. Let's give this a label stir real quick. This is off screen. 1 second. Yeah, this should not be a label. This should be atom identifier. Okay. Yeah, I think those languages are too large to fail. Not in the sense that like they're the best languages, but in the sense that like there are so many legacy code bases that depend on them. Like, so many legacy systems rely on C and C++, and like, I guess there's just like, for some god-awful reason, we decided JavaScript was the language to run the world in. So there will always be some form of JavaScript, whether it has types or it's just raw dogged. Yeah, never too late to learn C as well. I think understanding how everything works closer to the metal, I think it helps you reason about like code performance as well when writing more abstracted languages. Yeah, Rust is definitely fun as well, but I think Rust is more niche than C and C++ right now. Yeah, we should rename this real quick. Let's just make this like internal counts. Yeah, let's edit the header real quick. This is, yeah, that's still named properly, I think, funnily enough. Yeah, we need to add make temp, that's what I'm missing. So let's throw this here, let's get rid of that. Semicolon. Okay, perfect. I think that cleans up that error, and then that's all fine and dandy. Dandy. And the way Wasm is going, I can definitely see it taking over. Yeah, I think maybe. But even still, like, there are just so many legacy code bases that exist, that I think there will always be some role. Like, for instance, like even like Fortran and COBOL are still like, they still have niche uses nowadays, and like I feel like they've become more valuable to know as a result of that, even just because like the number of people that know it just steadily decreased because people are retiring. So it's pretty interesting to think about, at least. But at some point it will I think every language will die as it gets replaced by newer languages that are more representative of modern theory, but it's still like pretty crazy to think about at least. I learned C by programming games. Learning any language is easier and more fun if you try to make games. Yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense. Although, I imagine it's a little bit difficult to debug C in particular in games just because there's so much output happening at once. Or I guess like updates happen so frequently in a game environment. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't heard a lot about WASM. It's kind of just like, I guess, laying in the back to, I guess, my understanding currently. Okay, we're gonna need to just make type a thing here. So this is type int, I guess, because we only have ints because we decided it's too hard to use anything else. Okay. Yeah, so this is fine, I think. Or we can't do it like this, I think. Instruction declaration. Actually, no, this is fine. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. Yeah, we just make a declaration here. Or no, declare a sign, right? Declare. All right, no, this is fine. Yeah, we need that, and then we need the sign as well. How did I do the assign? What am I doing? Oh, that's really funny. Yeah, so we resolve that scope, and then I guess that doesn't really matter as much here. We can just take like auto variable 2. We can just make that at the top here. So we get variable get value, make unique atom identifier. Let's take that. Right? Oh, arrow. Whoops. Okay. So we have that, and then we need to add an assign. And then I think we need to change the like back thing from, we need to change that to just like the allocate pointer. I think that is the important thing. Allocate, no, we don't have allocate. I'm thinking way too low level right now. This is terrifying. But yeah. You're not learning WASM, you're learning a language that can compile to WASM? Yeah. I think that makes sense. Unless you want to like literally be a, I guess, WebAssembler dev. Which is fair enough. Like that seems quite interesting, to be honest. I've heard like little bits about WebAssembly here and there just from like some of the PL people at my school, but I haven't done much research into it beyond that, at least. Okay, we want to assign value. We don't need type here. We need new declare. Oh, this is messy actually. So this is assign. So I guess we can get variable 2. Yeah, I named this so poorly. I guess like we can do like var or var declare var assign. Yeah, this seems reasonable. Var assign. So we take this and then we feed it e get Atom, or std move that. What's wrong here? Oh, var declare. Okay. So when we make both of these, we can even just put this here. I don't think there's a dependency there. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think C, C++, or Rust are all pretty viable languages for like a low-level / compiled language, I guess. I think they're all they all have very solid reasons to learn, at least. I will say that when I first learned Rust, which was before I got good at C++, Lamau, I think I had like some understanding of it, but I wasn't able to fully appreciate the range of what it does without having, I guess, the C++ knowledge I have now. Like I started looking a little bit back at Rust code, just like a couple weeks ago because of just because of a club I'm in, and I was like, damn, this is like all of this actually makes sense. Like these are like very sane design choices. Like I didn't understand why ownership, like, or I guess like how to think about ownership. It just felt very abstract. But after like messing around with unique pointers, I'm like, oh yeah, it's just a move, because I've used move so many times. It's just like kind of second nature to me now. That's just like one consideration, at least in my opinion. Yeah. Okay, so the terminal expert, this is fine. We need to make a new identifier here, I think, for the back. Yeah, so this, and then we need to set the back. We need, I think, auto var back equals, we can steal this again. Yeah, so that's the unique pointer to an atom identifier, which I think we can just move. Right? Yeah, because the only instance we don't care is, I guess, what's the overhead anyway if we just give it the pointer? Look it. Yeah, so we want last expert to be, yeah, this seems the most sane actually. Yeah. Because then we can avoid some mess if it doesn't have anything that, I guess, relies on the last value. Okay. Last expert is yes, last expert we set to var declare, and let's get the pointer to that, or get the pointer it holds. Okay. Yeah, so that cleans that up. Yeah, so now we can kind of just do the same thing for all of these. We just need a little bit of indirection. Std move when std copy enters? Yeah, it's std copy is I don't like copies. I don't like copy constructors. I haven't written a copy constructor for this Atom class because I don't want to write it. Hey dude, what are you using to connect to your Linux machine? This is just WSL, so I guess it's just kind of native Windows, I guess. The terminal I'm using is Westterm though, so when I did research initially, I think Westterm had the best terminal or best WSL support, so I picked it, and then I was like, actually Lua configuration is also cool, so I kept using it. Yeah. But I'm running like Fedora in WSL, so yeah, we got the real Linux experience in Windows because I have a Valorant addiction, which means I need Windows, unfortunately. Okay, so call expression. We need to make a temp again. Yeah, I think we just need these again, which really sucks. This should be call, declare, assign. We could actually just make this an instruction call assign. What's wrong here? Where am I? Okay. I'm getting lost so easily. This stuff is all fine. We just make a declaration. That's fine. We can set that, which is fine. Here we want to get callee, I think, is what we want. Right? Oh, it's big C. Okay. I think that's the correct way to write the constructor. Let's see if I was right. Instruction call assign takes the variable and then the callee. Takes the variable and callee. Okay, perfect. Okay, so then here we can do the same thing, I guess. It's pretty much the same as, oh no, it's different. Yeah, because this has two expers, so we need to code gen one of them first. And by one of them, I mean the only one it has. So unary op and binary op, they don't just hold raw values anymore, they hold like expers, so you can have like a tree out of them. So we still want this stuff at the top, I think. This should be unary, I guess. Yeah, that makes sense. So we can do that, and then auto new declare, we can copy. Okay. Yeah, so we can do that, and then we want, what do we want here? Auto new assign is stood make unique. This is HR instruction assign unary op. Assign, or sorry, emphasis on the other thing. Emphasis on unary op. So instruction assign unary op. I have brain damage. This is going great. Okay, what does this take? Maybe I should just have this up. Where I am? Where B I am the RB? Here I am. So it takes a variable op and value. So we have var assign or stood move. So if that. And we want to copy e get op, and then let's put 0 in for a second so I can like format this. Yeah, so then before all of this actually, we want to code gen the children. So e get value accept this, or arrow, whoops. Okay, perfect. Yeah, so now we can make the things. Maybe I put this at the top though? Or no, this is fine. So we want, yeah, we can just directly pull from that, I think. Oh wait, no, we do put this at the top because we override it here. So we want auto value is last stood move last expert. Right? Wait. No, this is a putter. Stood make unique. Atom identifier with a big I, and then we just want last expert get value, right? It's an arrow. Okay. Have you made a link yet? Sort of. For one of my hackathon projects, I made like this really stupid language, which was just like, it was just like a Lisp representation of a resume, and the idea was you could generate like bindings for whatever you want, and you can just update one thing. So like, you could generate like TypeScript bindings for your website. You could generate like you could like use it to fill in like a LaTeX template. It was like funny, but not particularly meaningful. Beyond that, I haven't like designed a language from scratch. I followed like LLVM's Kaleidoscope tutorial, which used their Kaleidoscope language, but that doesn't really count, I guess. That's kind of just making the toolchain for the language. Yeah, maybe I should join the PL Discord. That'd probably be pretty interesting. How did you get started or /learn NeoVim? I followed the Primogen's 0 to LSP tutorial. It's a little bit outdated, but I think it gives a pretty good start, at least, in terms of figuring out how to configure everything. You can either start with like the 0 to LSP path, or you can just start with like a pre-built config, and then figure out what you like from it and what you don't like from it, and then from there you can like hand roll your own config. Right now my config is completely hand rolled, but it definitely took a while before I got it to a pretty steady state, at least. Okay, we want value. Stood move value. Okay. So we want that, and then we want to push this back. Okay, so we can kind of just repeat this for binary op, I think. But we just need to like duplicate this a little. So we want to get left. This is now left. This is right. This is right. This one we should call binary, because why not? We can expand the space here a little bit. Maybe we can make this shorter. Yeah. Okay. We've made things smaller. That's nice. I always like making things smaller. Okay, so this is now binary op. Oh, what the Windows moment. Okay, so this takes left, and then stood move right. Okay. I think that's all we need for this, at least. I think we've covered everything, just all the way down. And does this compile? Oh, it's not gonna compile, I think. Right? No, wait, what? This is what breaks? Oh, it's in parser. Oh yeah, okay. We need to fix this. I forgot about all of this. This is not bringing me joy. Okay. Let's add to Git real quick. Fix AST to HIR for new parsing. New experts. Okay. So how are we doing in terms of the timeline I set for today? We fixed AST, or we fixed HIR. We fixed AST to HIR. There's a secret step here that I missed, which is fix parser, because we fixed HIR. And then we can start debugging, I think. Man, I'm so glad I didn't do the leetcode daily. Like, I feel like if I were doing that, I would only be starting right now, and I would be tired as hell. I'll still do it off stream at least. Just some other time that I guess is more useful to myself. Perhaps while procrastinating on more schoolwork, as always. Okay. So we don't really have pop atom anymore. This is not gonna work. Not gonna cut it. So we want auto. This one I think we. Oh yeah, all of these mean to pop expert. Pop expert, yeah. With that, and then auto I equals stood make unique. Send AST instruction. I can't type. Expert. And this just takes in stood move expert. Right. Yeah, okay. And then we can just active. Okay, we can just steal this line. Yeah, okay. This is a little bit more peaceful now all of a sudden. I don't have to deal with so much mess. Although I know something is gonna go wrong at some point here. This one we can change to pop expert. This we need to get rid of that, and then that's cleaned up. The assign I think is fine. Let me just go back to my parser real quick, see if I'm covering everything. Okay. Okay. So we've covered expert, we've covered declaration, run declaration assign, or we just finished that, we're on assign now. Change this just to pop expert, I think. And then we can get rid of this. Do I have expert pop rules written? Oh yeah, I do. Okay. So we have assign. Value, we should once again pop expert. Yeah, okay, that fixes everything. If we need to change this to pop expert, you'll see that this is very familiar. Do that again for if else. Yeah, and then here we want the same thing. This feels like the square hole meme. Okay, everything's cleaned up now, I think. So we should be able to test now. Something is definitely going to break in the middle because I haven't thought everything through yet, but yeah, we should be very close to something that works. Like just fully works out of the box. Okay. Make test. Does this work? Uh-oh. That's not supposed to segfault. Okay. Let's run that on test, regression, input, binary op. Let's Valgrind it. Segfault. Stack Overflow. Wow, we're Stack Overflowing here. Wow. How? Okay, so that's not ideal. I'm not sure why it's Stack Overflowing. Is there like a small test I can use here? Or maybe I could just like shrink down this test. Okay, that's still segfaulting. This shouldn't be. Right, let's try that. Let's give it even more memory. Okay, well. Okay, so something has gone terribly wrong somewhere. I think I have an idea where it's going wrong. But not really. Time for GDB? Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah. So we have get rid of that. I don't think we need parser here. So we just need what? Driver. And then yeah, I guess we can figure out where it's Stack Overflowing at least. Oh, it's in the parser. Wait, what? What? Why is it overflowing there? Did I mess up something? I mean, obviously I messed something up, but like, what could I have possibly messed up there? Yeah, let's add a breakpoint there. That dump AST, and we don't even need that actually. Test, regression, input, binary op. Okay. Where am I? That should be fine, right? And then what? Wait. Oh no, I'm gonna have to Oh no. Oh no, I'm gonna need to debug templates. Oh fuck. Okay. This does not bring me joy whatsoever. Okay, I guess we get to figure out what it's firing on at least. Let's go to our little sandbox of safety. Let's change this real quick. That path is correct. Okay. Guess we can test one line. That might be a good one. Test one line. It's a tiny test. Make file grind. Wow. Why is the stack overflowing? Oh, maybe there's like some loop that's happening somewhere here. Can you print the stack? Is that a thing? Oh, wait, yeah. I'll grind. Is there a thing in Valgrind for that? Nah, for our game, we're good. I think YouTube just blocks links, so you'd have to like send it in Discord or something. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's throw that here. Okay. So we're matching expert 8. Sent it. Okay, I'll watch that off stream. Yeah, I'm scared of getting DMCA'd, so yeah, that's always how it be. Is there an infinite recursion happening here or something? It's not even out yet? What do you mean by that? Let's give this the chat real quick. Oh, bruh. Oh my god, left recursion. Fuck. Okay. Yeah, that's crazy. Only on YouTube and can pre-order from the video? Interesting. Yeah. Elaborate on what happened. Unless you don't want to, then don't. But so where is this left recursion coming from? Ah, I see. What do I do? Left avoid left recursion on a pattern that is left that commutes left associate commutes associates left to right. C++ code took over a mouse and keyboard? Yeah, youch. That one's tough. Sequence? So this is... Wait, what? Never start a rule with a self-reference. That, yeah, okay, that explains why this is infiniting. Wait, this doesn't make sense to me. Sequence of sub-expression, then star? Sequence of what? Wait, okay, let me go back to this link. This makes sense, I think. Because we have that like here, right? Yes, I'm using a mouse. I should stop using a mouse. Yeah, this one's fine. This is the unary level. This is fine, I think. Right. Yeah, okay, so that does make sense. But then tool avoid left recursion. Doesn't make sense to me off the top of my head. So how does this fire for A times B times C, for instance? So then, what? Oh, wait, this actually kind of makes sense now. I see. Blasphemy? Yeah, I need an explanation here, so unlucky. That's my life. And then right recursion, this is fine, right? Because okay, I think I kind of understand this now. Instead of just like a straight up or, it's kind of an optional tail is what I'm getting from this. So I'll just straight up recurse down the left at least, I think. Yeah, we want to go all the way down to the left and then we want to process rightwards from there. I think this is what's happening. Why compiler rules? Because I think compilers are really cool, and I've been enjoying working on them. So how do we combine these? Okay, I think I get this now. Okay, so we want tail. So we want expr 4, and then we want title star. Right, or wait. It's a sequence. It's a sequence now. Opt or star? Opt. Yeah, we can get rid of tail even, I think. I think we can just leave it like this. Okay, so we can get rid of this now, I think. Alright, so we want that and then star of the rest. Yeah. And then this takes ignorable, ignorable that. Oh, I forgot the ignorables here as well, I just realized. So we want ignorable, we want bitwise and ignorable, and then how do I fire actions for these? Yeah, this is not clicking off the top of my head. Oh, I like this makes complete sense because we're still going left to right, so we can kind of just pop off the back and then push back on. We don't need to like consume, I guess. Yeah, okay. This makes sense to me then. So we can do what? Expert 8, I guess. Yeah, okay. So we can get rid of this here. All right. Let me just give this back to ChatGPT real quick. Right, no, there should be 4. Wait, yeah. What code editor is that? It is Neovim. I'm running it in Westterm as well, in case you're curious. Oh, wait, I threw in the wrong thing. And ampersand. Okay, so we don't even need to forward declare that anymore. First element is ignorable. Oh. Yeah, we should get rid of it like that. It's like that. Oh. Ah! Okay. Star of pectoral sequence of that. And a sub, want to make my own compiler to learn. It's nice someone else doing it as well. Thank you. Welcome to the community. And yeah, if you want anything to work off of, feel free to like look at my past streams or anything off my GitHub, I guess. No, stop. Did I not yank? Okay, we figured it out. Is it correct? Correct. Oh, we just went back. Okay. CBR. Yeah, we can just. Okay. Alright, we can now do the same thing up here, I guess, which is annoying. Okay. So you want pectoral sequence of expert 3, and then we want pectoral star of store. Right, is this correct? We need one more. Okay, so it's either add or it's subtract. In here, we can get rid of that, get rid of that. And the rest of this, I think, is fine. Are you kidding me? What? Wait, what? It was fine. What the fuck? Okay. Okay. Alright, I guess the moral of the story is ChatGPT is not our friend. Not our friend collectively. Okay, so that's the tail. So we have this, and then we want pectoral star of multiply. Yeah, this will have more things in it later, so I think this structure is fine for now. We'll add divide eventually, and then the rest of this is fine. Let's make again. Hopefully this is fine. Yeah, it's really struggling with the templates, if it wasn't obvious. That makes a lot of sense, at least. Yippee, okay. It looks like it does real things, which is nice. Something is wrong with the name though, I think. Wait, what? Okay, well let's fix this name issue first. Let's fix the name issue second. Let's fix this first. Let's go do the test real quick. Input call chain, not call chain, binary op. So sub, we should have mul. Mul should work. And compound. Return 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. Let's give that a try. Okay, something is getting eaten up before that point. Star? Ignorable asterisk, ignorable x for 2. Let's just multiply. So it's not to x for 2, which is fine. Yeah, templates are a little annoying to debug. Okay, so that's just not firing. Gary's Claude? I haven't had a reason to. It looks like the return is reading correctly, that's nice. And the end is reading correctly, so it's just the multiply that's breaking, which is puzzling. We have asterisk. What is different about this one? Oh, I know what's wrong with this one. Sequence. Whoops. So now I think this should all be fine. Let me just like add some line breaks. Yippee, okay. It reads that properly. What does the HR look like? It looks very ugly, which makes a lot of sense. Wait, I can just make this output code now, I think. Uh-oh. Okay, I guess we can't make it output code. Now grind. Where could this possibly be failing? Sig abort. Okay, fair enough. I need to clean that up then. Assign value. What the helly? I don't know. Anyway, add parser. update parser with AST changes. Okay. We can get rid of this test for now. I'll write more formal tests later. For now, I think just individual tests is fine, or individual ones of these is fine. We can even cut this down, right? Okay. Yeah, we can do this test like this. Let's do call chain.c. Okay. Ah, don't you love it when like your code makes funny little shapes like this and it looks like a spiral and it's like hee hee. You have brain damage. Holy shit. But yeah, that looks like that works. I can simplify some of these tests out as well. This one should have no changes, I think. It might have a couple here and there. Okay, let's finish cleaning these up real quick. I think this is fine. That's, yeah, okay. Do that. This code will always be ugly. This one is fine. This is fine. This is fine. Okay. I think we've cleaned up all of that. Ooh, this is an interesting case now. I think it gets split up properly. I would hope it gets split up properly. Oh, that's really interesting, actually. Yeah, those should use the old scopes. So we should write that one. Yeah, we write that one after, which is perfect, I think. Yeah, okay. These are just a mess. This file is also just kind of a mess. This file is also a mess. Okay, cool. So we have that now. Let's make test. Okay, so this does break a lot of our tests, I think, which makes complete sense. It should break a lot of our tests. Okay. Okay, so we need to fix the HR to MIR stuff now, I think, at last. What do we even do with this, though? Oh, wait a second. I just realized something. Let's go back to one of the tests real quick. I don't know. I'll make a reminder for myself to fix that one next time. We still need to be able to parse like positive and negative numbers, or at least just negative numbers, I think. So So that will break one of the tests, I think, when we get there. Okay. When did I comment this out? I don't remember. So what's the Valgrind output of this again? If we're on O0? Okay. Resolving an atom, it doesn't exist. Okay. Oh, that's a mistake in ASC to HR, I think. Make unique atom. Okay. Make unique atom literal. Do we have just straight up atom anywhere? No. Okay. Literal. Okay. There should only be two places. All right. So what's happening in the expert level, at least? Make temp? Make unique atom identifier. Okay, I think this is where the issue is coming from. Yeah, we should only be doing it through create unscoped or create scoped identifier, at least. Yeah, we should do create scoped, I think? Yeah, because these are variables of some sort. Make label, okay, that's fine. No, this is not fine. Or wait, solve scoped, okay, yeah, so we might just want to pass around the unique pointer then, if this is the interface we need. Unless we could throw this into somewhere, whichever helper we use for it. Make temp. We could definitely do it in here. Wait, we already do this. Wait, what? Why is this a null pointer? Or why is this out of range? Something's wrong in resolve atom. HR to MIR 62. At A get value. Value mappings. What type is this? Oh, we're missing an allocate, I think. Right? we're missing an alloc. I think that's what's happening. Make terminal. Set that to terminal. Make terminal 1. We set that to that. Oh my god, this is redundant. Okay, that is really ugly code. That's why Rust is created? Yep. Yep, spot on. So why this is just C is beyond me, at least. Okay, let's go back to our little safe corner. Let's make again. Okay, that one is dying as well. E1, terminal. Set terminal to 1. E1 is terminal. Wait, what? That might be the problem. We might have found the problem here. Call E. Yeah. Okay. Wait, what? Wait, that doesn't make sense. Wait. Okay, var assign is fine. Have you tried making your Novum transparent? I've gotten it to work before. It's I think it's theme dependent though, so it might make a mess at least. Okay, so something is wrong here. Something is definitely wrong here. I don't know why it's wrong, but something is definitely wrong. Maybe in the parser I've messed up? Instruction. The call action maybe? No, this is fine. What's the AST? The AST is fine. Except that's also E. Why is that E? That should not be E. Why is that E? E. So that's E because that's E. But why is that E? I think it's a problem in the parser because that definitely propagates downwards to the HIR. Identifier? Yeah, we push back a token. That's for sure. identifier, and then parens. It should be fine. I don't know why it's E. Something has gone wrong. Maybe the pop order actually? Something to do with that? Or something to do with that in the call expression maybe? That pops one thing. That shouldn't have any bearing on it. I should add the proper parsing to the number in a bit, but I want to debug this first. Oh, maybe I should get rid of this. Maybe that will catch my... Oh wait, no, that won't work. Type name rule, that's fine. Possibly using some weird GUI background Vim commands. Yeah, that makes sense. It's kind of just a mess, honestly, I think. I don't think it's really worth the time. I tried using transparent background for a while. It was nice. I ended up just deciding it's kind of eh. I still have like a translucent background on my laptop, but that's at the terminal level. It's still E. Is testing and checking what I like? Yeah, that makes sense. That's pretty fair to me. Why is it so broken? Make unique identifier. Readable is a relative term. I'm doing my best to make it readable, but it's inherently just gonna be a slot pile, I fear. Maybe it's these make uniques that are messing it up? No, it should be fine, right? No, wait, no. I see. I think I see what's going wrong. No, this should be fine. What? AST to HR is doing fine, so this is definitely not the issue, I think. It's here. I mean, I'm quite literally autoing a lot of things though, so I mean, I don't know. I changed like nothing about this, I think, for the most part. So what is breaking? It's definitely breaking on this entry line. But why is that entry? That should not be what's happening here. Maybe I'm parsing that wrong. No, I'm not parsing that wrong. Entry literally does not exist anywhere else. Pop scope, we pop identifier. That identifier is wrong. Yeah, that shouldn't be. One line. Let's like what happens if I make this like this? Okay, so that fixes itself. So the return is doing something funky. Yeah, the return is definitely doing something funky. Yeah, and this just code gens properly, which is fascinating. Okay, so where's the return? What? So what happens if I do like let's return E and then we do this again. Should be fine. Alright, what does return trigger on? Return expr semicolon. So definitely triggers expr. What the hell? Something is really strange here. We have it off by 1 in some way. I'm fairly sure. Am I forgetting to pop somewhere? Like pop expr? No. This should run properly. That should run properly. the heli. I'm not spotting it at least. I don't think it's there, at least. I'm pretty confident on that one now. This is fine. So this is just the unary operator. Algorithm God sent me to a stream. Welcome. Welcome to the community and welcome to my stream. I am debugging my parser right now because I did a big rewrite and something is wrong with something somewhere. I'm not sure where. But something has definitely gone wrong. I know that much, at least. This looks fine so far, at least. This is making a mess out of everything. I can't lie. Why is this not working? Return expert semicolon should be fine. What happens if I... Yeah, this... what the fuck? Okay, so we're running out of identifiers, I think is what's happening. But why are we running out of identifiers? Are we, like, eating something by accident on a call? Oh, do I need to re-push on call? Yeah, I do push. What? You should make a vid on what you do in terms of applications to get a compiler rule? Well, I need to get a job first, so... honestly, I haven't been recruiting that hard this season. I've mostly just been focusing on like actually getting smart, at least. So that video's a little bit uninteresting, I guess, unfortunately. I know, call isn't the issue. Let's take terminal expert. Right? Should be call then value. Yes, it's call and then value. That's fine. So if it doesn't match call, then we go to value. Why is this so broken? How are we running out of things here? Probably for embedded systems? Yeah, I think embedded and quant are like the two big areas that I'm targeting at least. It's kind of hard to target anything else at this point, at least, in my opinion. This E is breaking. Why is this E breaking? It's always E. It's always fucking E. Why is E dead? Okay, wait. That's really strange. So what if I just make this 1? Okay, so where's entry now? Where's the damn entry now? So this looks correct now. Except F is wrong. Except now it's named F. Oh, wait, no, this is wrong. So the add is wrong. Just any of these is wrong. Am I like popping back wrong? It doesn't work and I don't know why. We can at least figure out. It works and I don't know why. I think it's very hard to figure out though. We're gonna pull the nuclear option. Something's not right in the actions, in the expert actions, I think. That's not the problem. Wait, do we push? We should push. This one we push. This one we push. Push, we push. We push. We push. And we push. And we push. There should be no problem. What is this trying to suggest? This is, what is it suggesting? What is it doing? Yeah, right now we're in it doesn't work and I don't know why, which is reconcilable, but like, yeah, it's still just like, bruh. Okay, let's return this to return E. We're just gonna give ChatGPT like everything right now. So I don't know why this is breaking, and I don't have an idea of how to even start. Why is the name E. EST. Function name should not be E. Print the whole STO debug? God, no. Where's the extra pop coming from? Oh, wait a second. Am I insane? Wait, I might be insane. Okay, so, wait, no, this is fine. What the fuck? None of this makes sense. I don't know why this is breaking. No, we don't need a separate. We do. What the fuck? No, are you CBA? What the fuck is this saying? Like, okay, we're gonna say no to AI. We're gonna read through this like a human being would. Yeah. Time to restart the project is huge. Test one line. This is fine. This is fine, this is fine. Just, why is it entry? Why is it entry? Why is it entry? Oh, wait, I think I know actually, now that I think about it. Do I know? No, I don't know. I don't fucking know. This is such a headache. So my finger is bleeding as well. This is definitely a parser issue. That much I know. should be fine, right? Yeah, because we're just pushing onto the... the fuck? Do I need to clear parsed exports or something? This makes literal 0 sense. Let's zoom in. I am not having a good time right now. I am really struggling to even remotely, I guess, write competent code here. Something is like super breaking in my parser. We don't want that one. This is fine. Maybe debugger? It's low-key more annoying to debug the template code that this parser generator uses. So I'm kind of just doing this by hand. One, two, one, okay. So we have one here. So one after that one, two after that one after that one, two after that one, and one after all of this. Right? Right? Wait, no. Wait, something is not getting pushed. Oh wait, no, this is fine. This is parsed expers, yeah. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then 1. And then okay, and then this is one more exper. So that should be fine. Maybe I'm not popping somewhere? We're definitely popping. Yeah, this one guaranteed pops. So that should be fine. That should not be causing the amount of problems it's causing right now. Same for call. Yeah, we're literally popping. What the fuck? Okay, let's do parsed atom size. Or what's it called? Parsed tokens size. Where am I? let's keep debugging, I guess. HIR. Okay, so there's a 2. 2 makes sense? No, it doesn't make sense. That really doesn't make sense. Well, where does the 2 come from? I see where 1 comes from. I do not see where 2 comes from. So 1 here and 2 here. I guess that is where the 2 comes from. But then after the return, that should be 1. So then where is the 2 coming from? Let's make this for auto in parse tokens. King. Let's run that again, but let's do first blank. Let's just print out first. I hit escape. That's great. Okay. Yeah, this is just rage debugging at this point, low-key. But, I mean, hopefully it works. Test. Let's test and E. This E is persistent. End up printing the stack at some point? Yeah, that might end up happening. But I think I know what's going wrong now. There's just a residual like E left over. But where is that residual E coming from? Maybe the return? Or wait. Wait, I have an idea. Okay, let's delete all of these rage debug statements real quick. Let's throw one in at the end of declaration. Or no, at the end of declaration assign. Let's also throw in at the end of return, I think. Those are probably the good places to put them. Parser is so slow to build as well because it's a big template mess. 1, 1, 1. Oh. So it's test and then it's test. And then E? Wait, what? What is firing twice? Oh, wait, no, I see. It's test at the end of that. At the end of the return, there's an extra E. Why is there an extra E at the end of the return? And we pop the expr. We pop the expr, we make the... What? What the hell? So test and then we're gonna test E. We have an extra token at the end of this. And just to confirm, if we replace this with just like 1. Yeah, then that's fine. What is wrong with return and identifier? Pop expr. So then something wrong with the way we handle value? We pop Adam. Yeah, what? We literally do nothing distinct here. This pisses me off. Some pop Adam is doing something weird, right? But no, it's not, because it always pops. So like, what is happening? Otherwise, we make unique. We add the symbol. That returns the number. Yeah, so the fuck? This doesn't make any sense. We're gonna throw this into chat again. Why is there an extra E? I'm so confused. Oh, it might be firing on this. It might be firing on this. That might be where it's happening. Oh, let's get tried casual. I think it's firing on this E. Variable identifier. Local variable correctly left for the return what? No, this is not the fix. Shut up, chat. Or not you guys, chat. You guys are cool. Shut up, chat GPT. putting the function in, that's fine. But it's not pushed on twice. We're going insane. Okay, let me look closer at this. Do we need to pop expert again here? Or actually, wait. I've been missing peak this days. Yeah, I'm doing all right. Good to hear you at least existing, I suppose. That's at least a good thing. Okay, we need pop expert on top, it looks like. Okay, I think I'm right about this actually. Okay, so I'm definitely not right. Are you using C++ to make this? Yeah, I've been using C++ for a while now. I think C helps set the foundations for C++, but I don't think there's a wrong order to it either. At least. Okay, wait. Let's do a little bit more detective work. Wait, I think I have an idea on how to look at this. We're looking for. Where is it? Value or value. Somewhere up here. Fine. Okay, this I'm definitely wrong. Where is it being pushed on twice? What the function name? The E. There's an extra E somewhere being pushed. That's blocking the function name. What's up? That prints at the end. It should be gone. Ah, no, I understand. No, you don't. The call rule? You've got to be kidding me. Yeah, I have no idea why this is happening. I've been like bashing my head against the wall. Roughly. Yeah, the AI is not being helpful here for every reason, which is fair enough, but still, that shit sucks. Expert type identifier equals expert semicolon. None of this makes sense. So it has to be something else that's pushing on an extra thing. So I think that narrows it down to just the name of that, right? I would help. I don't know anything about C++. All good. No worries. Get the value, get the variable. Yeah, because the expert comes first. Yeah, so this order should be fine. Okay, no, this one's fine. So it's definitely the return, right? Right? Because... yeah, after the return, there's an extra E. So it's somewhere here. But then why does it only break with... what the fuck is happening? Oh, fucking hell. Okay, it's what I feared. It is a look ahead issue. It's the same reason I have this apply if match mess here. I think I need to do the same up here. Okay, let's... I think this is gonna go away in like a literal second. This is a... Do I need it like that? And then I also wrap this one? This one should be fine. No, maybe not. This should try to match expr 1 first, I think. Or let me just try flipping that, see if that fixes everything off the rip. We're going to have to change this back. Okay, we're still getting E, so it's not that. But that feels better. Also, it just occurred to me I should probably parse in this order, I think. Yeah. In expr 1, we should just return the expr 1. And then we should apply on top of that. Right? Right? No, because this needs to read out to in. Wait, so that, what does this try to match? Okay, so we go in, we have like multiplication, that tries, so it tries to match an entire expr 2 first. It tries expr 1, if it works then great, if not then, okay, this seems reasonable, I think. So then we need to wrap each of these with apply if match, I think. I think we found it. Yeah, so we want to wrap this, I think. So let's start down here. Okay, so there should be something like that, I think. And this should also be pectoral. Apply if match. And basically what this does is it only fires the actions if it matches the entire thing. But the problem is it's pretty expensive to do. So, yeah, which is why, I kind of forgot it existed at least. It also is quite unwieldy. I should rename it actually, it's really long. Should just pectoral try. Yeah, there we go. That's so much more readable. Okay. Yeah, so we need here as well. And we can this here. Let's see, thank you. there is no soul to be kept, unfortunately, but I guess it counts for something. Identifier number is pretty cut and dry, I think. Maybe we should pectoral try around this, at least. Yeah, I think that might be safe. Okay. Wait, I think we figured it out. Nope, it's still entry. Fuck me. Okay. So close. No, but this isn't a temporary, so this is different, I think. Yeah, okay. So we fixed one thing at least. So now I think this other one is not a parser issue. Yeah, okay. Just a quick explanation as to what went wrong. What was happening before? So the way the parser generated through pectoral works is like in one of these like OR blocks, if I can find one. Or like, yeah, in like the star block, for instance. What happens is it tries to match the first one, or yeah, in this OR block here, it tries to match the first one. So it tries to match this add first, and then if it fails, then it goes back. It tries to subtract. The problem is within the add. Just as an example, we have like we have these different. Yeah, we have like the identifier, or I guess like when we call identifier, that triggers an action, and the problem with that is that it will leave garbage behind if it doesn't match fully. So what we want to do is we want to sort of defer that until it's completely fired, at least, which is why we need to wrap it with this pectoral try thing. And that what pectoral try does is like it defers the actions until after the whole thing is matched. Yeah, that's like the short explanation. I might have gotten like some small detail there wrong, but that's like the rough idea. Okay, so now we can focus on the next bug, which is why this is entry. Okay. I think this one should be less awful. Let me clean this up real quick. We should get error in a second. Oh, guess not. Okay. Okay. So now it errors. Oh. Okay. Parser, leftover tokens. Okay. So now we can actually look at this again. This slush pile of a thing. Create unscoped identifier? Is that what we want? Make temp? Maybe we should do scoped. Oh, the error didn't change at all, by the way. Or like we fixed one error, there's just another error somewhere here. Okay, so I don't think this is the problem, because this makes this perfectly fine. It's the assign that comes after that. Somewhere where we handle the expers. Just the terminal even. Okay, so we have a declare. Yeah, okay. Temp. I also want to do the assembly machine code and linker. I will get it down to, something that's linkable, but from there I will just call system linker and assembler. I think it's a little bit beyond the scope of what I'm interested in at the moment. Let's make real quick while we wait. The declare is fine, the assign is wrong. So the atom for this is wrong. Which means we still have a parser error. Hiya. Okay. Okay. Right? Wait. Huh? Oh, duh. Right, we can't just reuse the atom. Yeah, that makes complete sense why that's breaking. Get Kali, I think is fine. Right? Is it? How did I handle this before? Let me just check my logs. It'll be cool to see how the machine code processing tackled. Yeah, it's a lot of interesting abstraction. Yeah, that was like the first part of a compiler I worked on in the past, and that at least I think was that was at least like what drew me to compilers. So yeah, it'll be really cool once I get there, but it might be a while until I get there. At this rate, I am going to be stuck on like everything else as well. Okay, how do I handle call? Call, assign, callee, get value, lowered functions. Ah! Wait, where did it go? Lowered, wait, what? Oh, I'm in the wrong place. God damn it. Okay, so then it has to be in here then. Create unscope. Oh, okay, I understand why I couldn't figure this out. What architecture do you want to do first? I'm planning on x86 first at least. Here we want E2 string. Right now. Get callee 2 string. Okay. Yeah, this was the ugly thing that we need to deal with here. So now we need to do the same thing up here pretty much. So we have to get atom, and then we have to turn it back into a string. Old table. And then we have to make an atom with that, I think. We have to make a new atom with that. So create unscoped identifier? No, scoped, right? Surely. Fair enough. There are enough there. So we pass this in, and then we give it scope, or it's like cur scope. Yeah. Okay. Jesus Christ, this is fucking awful. Right? Is this what we need to do? Yeah, we need to do it like this, I think. Or wait. What? Wait. How did I do it here? Signed by resolve use scope. Oh, that's diabolical. Okay. Okay, so we want resolve use scope of this, because now it exists, I think, right? Oh wait, we can't do it that way, because resolve use scope calls the old table. So we can either just insert into the old table and call it a day, or we could just like make another helper for this. Okay, we have that, we need that, we need that. Yeah, okay. That's really annoying. Okay. We need resolve declaration scope. Yeah, okay. So we can resolve declaration scope to temporaries, I think, right? Yeah, okay. So we need to do that in make temp, right? But we already do that in make temp, right? Right? I hope we do in make temp. It'd be very bad if we didn't do it in make temp. Make temp, okay. Create unscoped identifier. Will that cause any problems for us? It might. Let's just... Wait, no, we're making a unique one every time, so it shouldn't ever cause a problem. Okay, well we can do that, I guess. So then the problem is, let's just term real quick. So it's shorter. And we need to resolve the value, I think. Resolve. Oh, wait, but we don't have. Oh. No, it's terminal. Wait, we can. Fine. We can resolve use scope because we can't declare in there. We get get atom. Wait, what type is this? Oh wait, .get. Need another parenthesis. Okay, we're saved, I think. Okay, so now if we build, and then we run this stupid thing again, it should actually be fine now. Okay, it looks promising. Yeah, this looks correct. So now if we just make... Oh! Okay, it works, it works. Rejoice. Make test. So something's tech faulting. Again. How the fuck? Okay. Okay, regression tests on inst combine. On passes, right? Yeah, it's failing on the passes. Okay. Interesting. That's the one it fails on. Okay. Yeah, let's just work off of this for a second. Let's change this to inst combine C. Okay, let's see how this actually runs. Make... Oh wait, I can add another target to this now. And we can steal this. Okay. Oh, wait, it might be the underflow value, right? Okay, this becomes very messy. Which is to be expected, I think. Okay, let's give this a try at least. We don't have any scope issues, I think. So that shouldn't ever be a problem. It's an inst combine. Let's get rid of this for a second. Okay. Okay. So I think it is this direction, and I think I know why once again. Okay, let's invert the commenting real quick. Okay. No, this doesn't make sense. I1 is the return. Sorry, is this correct? This is correct. Okay. So that, and then int un. Oh, unary. Whoops. Okay, so this is a unary op. I think that is what is going wrong specifically. What's good, Worm Buffet? Welcome to the stream. I have just fixed most of my parser, but there is a little bit of slop left that I need to clean up. The thing I need to clean up here is something to do with these unary ops. So we want to add the... First of all, how did I do this before? Because I literally had this working in the past. Let's just go back to here and steal my old code. Thanks, past me. Wow, look at how simple this parser is in comparison. Wow, so much less stuff. Wow. It's not an identifier, it's not a number. Should just copy this back, I think. Okay. Let's rebuild. That right side should just be our build directory, or a build terminal. Okay. And then we can go back here. Okay, so it works now. So I was completely correct about that. Yeah, that number should be slightly... Wait, no. Okay, yeah, so the first one definitely ate that up. So what happens if I give it inst combine? Let's give it like another minus. Okay, that's not... Okay, so we can plus that. Can we minus that? Okay. Okay, so that crashes again. Why does that crash again? Plus does injure promotion? Yeah, that should be fine though. I don't see why it would be breaking here. Oh, wait, wait. Do I know why? Oh, wait, Okay, y'all are never gonna believe. Y'all aren't gonna believe why this is broken. So remember towards the start of this stream, when I was like, oh yeah, we can like herder HR to MIR. Yeah, we'll do like assign unary ob, blah 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 blah. Let's go back to here. Let's go back down to unary op. Where does this live? To do. I literally have not implemented it yet. That is why it's broken. Okay, all good. Yeah, I think I'm gonna save that one for next time though. Yeah, I think there's a little bit of logic that I want to think through with that more thoroughly. Yeah, I think that would at least make a lot of sense. I need to figure out how to handle like the sort of nested case that I had back here in, where was this? Right here. This little pile here, like this line, for instance. Yeah. I think the test should kind of break now. I should probably start learning how to use GitHub. Oh wait. Okay, so the tests run, at least, which is good. Yeah, this is intended. What is HR? HR is my I guess my desugared AST, I guess. And it's like an IR, so I call it an IR, but like in reality it's just it's just my AST with a little bit of simplification. I should probably start learning how to use GitHub. Yeah. Git is, I think if there's like one thing that we could call industry standard, I think it would be Git. Like, all of the various different languages are a case-by-case basis. All of the React, all of the JavaScript frameworks are also like case-by-case. But the one thing that is like truly ubiquitous everywhere is Git. So I think that is at least good to know, if not GitHub. Git is the version control software. GitHub is a place that you can host it, I guess, sort of remotely. That's like the shortest explanation I can give. I would implore you to look into it more on your own, at least. Yeah, I think add, commit, branch, merge are pretty much like the big four. I would also add in like pull, push, I think, are pretty important. There's plenty of guides everywhere. I don't think I like tried to write a guide at one point, but honestly there's just so many of them that already exist that I think it'd be a little bit redundant. Yeah, so yeah, bottom line, learn Git. It's very useful. Speaking of Git, let me commit some of this stuff. Let's see. What did I change here? So git diff, which shows what I've changed. Okay, this one is fix bug. Yeah, of course. Let me know if there's anything else that you're confused about, whether in my code or just about Git, or honestly anything. Yeah. it's like you know how like C++ has like the rule of 3 or like rule of 5. Yeah, add, push, pull, add, commit is like the rule of 4 for Git, and then like that plus branch merge is the rule of 6. it's pretty funny. Yeah. So I'm gonna add that. So I ran add, and that adds this to like the staging area, which is like what a commit will refer to. So I'm gonna commit with message fix AST to HIR bugs. Okay, and then we're gonna add the rest of this. We're gonna commit with the message maybe fix parser again? Not really sure. Parser numbers again, not really sure. Okay. Alright, everything's pushed. I'm gonna leave these test changes for one separate commit later. Yeah, I think this is a really good place to end it though, or end the stream. I'm not ending it. If you're thinking about ending it, remember every emotion is temporary, and ending it would preclude the opportunity for something to get better. Anyway, thank you all for showing up to my stream, especially if you've been here for the whole 3.5 hours. I think that is a lot of time. That is way more time than I wanted to spend streaming today. Make sure you like my stream and sub to my channel if you haven't. It really helps get my content out to more people. If you clicked onto this from the like recommended page, it's likes and subs like these that helps keep that pipeline going. While you're down there, make sure you join the Discord if you haven't. That's the best place to get pinged when I go live and to stay up to date with the rest of the community, and I guess get to chat with me outside of stream hours as well. Yeah, and then of course make sure you connect with me on LinkedIn and add me on GitHub to, I guess, stay up to date with the more concrete things that I'm doing. It's still funny to see the bug is in non-implementation. Yeah, that's, yeah, it happens. It happens sometimes. But yeah, I'm gonna go get some more food now. I'm a little bit hungry. Take care, y'all. Take it easy, and have a wonderful rest of your day wherever you are.